Welcome to SALCAB Tech Startup Series, where innovators have the opportunity to bring in their community-based ideas in health, energy, education, and agriculture to a panel of judges who are hardened, experienced business gurus for an opportunity to win $5,000. I am your host, Amanda, so let's take this journey together as we search for Sierra Leoneans who are tech innovators and entrepreneurs with ideas that will change Sierra Leone and beyond. Our journey starts in Kenema district, where we meet an enthusiastic young man who has the idea of recycling plastic to build Sierra Leone brick by brick.
My name is Emmanuel Makboima, and I am the current founder and the head of Shea Recycling, which is a local waste management and recycling company. As you can see from the background, we're currently at a workshop site here in Kenema, and we're here to do a demonstration to showcase that we can convert plastic into pavement tiles using our own in-house simple and straightforward recycling technique. So firstly, we have this big drum that is being placed over an open fire. We're currently using wood as a source of energy to create the fire. And then we have this drum that is being placed over the fire. The next thing that happens is, if you can look at the background, you see some the size of a 5-gallon yellow jelly cans, okay? So those are what we call high density plastic material. So those are the first set of materials that will go into the drum for it to start the melting process because of the starch content that it has. After that, we'll start putting the low density, which are the small plastic sachets, will also go into the drum, and then we'll give it some time for it to melt. After the melting stage, the next thing that will happen is we'll add some clean sand into the molten mixture and then stir for a period of time. After the stirring, at the end of the day, we'll have a very well mixed mixture of molten plastic and sand. That is what we'll use now to transfer onto a mold and then cut it out to produce our pavement tile. If we're fortunate to win, we want to see how we can scale up the process. What we're using basically is a traditional method. We want to see how we can scale up this process from a traditional method. We start using a machinery process. That process can help us improve on our output. It can also help us improve on our capacity, because at the moment, all what we're doing is just basic traditional methods, and it's not that efficient and effective. So we want to see how, with the support from SALCAB, we can scale up to a machine stage in which we can use machinery to produce our products.
Emmanuel has found the ideal solution to combat plastic pollution in our various communities. All he needs is the finance to scale up his startup business. Let's see what the judges would think about his idea.
Shea Recycling basically is a local waste management company that has been set up with the aim of promoting recycling and recycling applications. As a company, we believe we can promote the use of recycling applications to solve some of the challenges we face in our waste management sector. I'll just give you a brief background. By the end of the war, between the period 1995 and 2003, we had a huge migration of people coming from the provinces to Freetown. Because of that migration, it led to an increase in the amount of waste being generated in Freetown by then. So fast forward to 2019, that amount has also increased. And unfortunately, there are not enough structures in place by the people responsible to deal with this amount of waste. So that is why the Freetown City Council at the moment is encouraging every Freetonian, I would say, to get a local contractor to deal with your waste. So that's where we come in as a waste management company in providing service in that sector. Considering there is a need, we are here to fill in the gap. I'll just run through. Waste basically has two fundamental problems: a primary problem and a secondary problem. Primary problem has to do with the proper handling of waste, its disposal, and the fact that there are not enough players in the sector. I want to emphasize on this: there are not enough players in the sector. That is why we need to come into the sector and fill in that gap. And the secondary problem deals with the hazards, the fact that there's not enough dumping sites, and the need for more awareness raising, which is something we're currently doing as a company. Our value proposition, by now, is the fact that we've got a very good online presence. If you go online now, you type Shea Recycling, you'll see our name pop up. We're quick in our response. We're customer focused, service with quality, eco-friendly product, creativity, and of course, we're innovative in our approach to everything that we do. Our revenue model is very simple. We want to create a value for waste as a resource. That's the bottom line of all what we do. We believe waste should now be treated as something valuable, not something to just be discarded about. The revenue model involves 3 steps. One, customers to have a very good experience with us to an extent that they should come back and do more business with us. We also want to do marketing, of course, selling. That's why we're here. We want to collaborate with SALCAB
to see how we can leverage on technology to make our product affordable, online and offline. Because we believe we're now in the technological age. This just gives you an idea of our revenue stream. Our business model, community and technology. These are two key things that we value most in our business model. We believe with the community involved in our project, it can be sustainable. There's no way you can do something in a community without having them involved in it. That's why we believe in the community. And of course, technology. We want to leverage on technology because we are living in a technological age. Our financial projections, our product and services, just an overview. Our targeted customers within a period of time. Our implementing strategy. At the moment, we're in a stage in which we need machinery to take the business to the next level. That's why we're here. We believe with the support of SALCAB, we can invest in getting the tools and equipment that we need to scale up. We've got a new site that we want to move in right now, but we cannot move in because we need machinery to set up the new site. At the moment, we're processing just a little amount of garbage. But with the support of SALCAB, we can process a large amount of garbage, increase on our turnaround time, and also increase on our output. So that is why we're here, because we believe with SALCAB support, the business can be scaled up to an extent in which we can reach more customers and create a more lasting impact. That's our team, and that's it. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. I mean, that was quite straight and to the point. So, I mean, I'm a big fan of your idea. Yeah.
I think I'm a big fan too, but then now I saw you mention training, with the slide where you have community technology or training, that one. So you said we conduct regular training to ensure we improve our services delivery. Who do you do this training for?
We do training on both sides. Firstly, internally, myself and the team. And then secondly, with the community people. We've got selected people in the community, key stakeholders. We train them and ensure that the message goes. Because at the end of the day, we want to create a lasting impact in the community. We don't want to just go into a community and make money out of it. We want the community to also benefit from it.
Okay. So I don't know whether I missed that out as well. Aside from you just collaborating with SALCAB, which other key stakeholders you're looking at, partnering with, or have you engaged?
At the moment, we're collaborating with Freetown City Council. We're also collaborating with Sensi Tech Hub. We're also collaborating with the Sierra Leone Correctional Services because we've got inmates in there that we want to see how we can train them so by the time they come out, they've got skills they can get themselves engaged in. So we're thinking of reaching out to collaborate with as much people as possible in the sector because we believe together we can make an impact. We can have the idea, but we cannot do it alone. So that's why we need support from all the key stakeholders in the sector to take the business to the next level and creating lasting impact.
So I see in your business model, you're doing, and I'm a fan of this kind of idea too. So there's the idea, the value proposition itself. Take waste and make some money out of it, but use community and train. So the next level, as you scale up, because this to date it's been a lot of manpower. But if you're beginning to scale up, i.e. get more customers to collect their waste, do more things, then you can, it's either the cost goes up significantly if you're using more and more people, or you can bring in technology to kind of flatten your cost. So at what point do you want to start bringing in technology to your business?
The moment we move from this stage, the moment we get our first set of equipment, we want to involve technology because we believe we're at a stage in which now we need technology more than ever before. The waste sector is something that's evolving rapidly every now and then. You go online, you see research, people do new things every now and then. So we want to see how we can catch up with that trend as much as possible.
I also like the waste to wealth. It's one of the key things. I was not very clear, so just clear. You're collecting waste and you're not taking it to the dump site. You're taking it to the dump site?
We collect waste. Out of the waste we collect, we pick out the things that we need to recycle our product. And then the rest that we do not have capacity to process now, we take to the dump site.
Is there in your presentation that was shown? No. It would be nice to have a presentation where you collect and you have two things going on. I missed that.
Sort and recycle.
Sort and because then you're filling out the whole waste to wealth ecosystem. And then there was a third question which relates to Mahmoud's question, is that as you scale, are you going to create, when you use the word process more garbage, what else where are you going to opt now into? Today you're doing the tires. You're doing the pavement tiles. What's the next up the chain?
Well, like I said, the waste sector is something that's evolving. At the moment, we're just doing pavement tiles. We're also doing these chairs, these eco-friendly furnitures that we can use both indoor and outdoor. We're also doing these playgrounds, the parks, for kids. So we're still researching on ways in which we can improve on ourselves. That's why I say we're innovative. That's a key component. So from this level, the next level now is to think of how best we can create new product that is applicable to our Sierra Leonean context. We don't want to come with things that is new. We don't want to come with things that people don't appreciate. We want to come with things that are applicable to the Sierra Leonean context. In other parts of the world.
So what are you going to do with $5,000 if you make
With $5,000, we can invest on the machinery. We've started making arrangements with fintech to get the machinery to process this whole thing. Phoenix, yes, Phoenix, to process the whole garbage. It's still, the discussion is still going on.
So what's the cost of that machine?
The machine is around 10-15 million. So we'll need machinery. We also need, yes.
Okay. Yeah, because we're asking you for $5,000. You talk about 10 to 15 million. So, okay.
We also need to improve on our workshop side. Like I said, we've got a new structure now at the heart of the Kingdom dumping site. That's where we're moving in. So we want to see how best we can just build a nice makeshift structure, something that's permanent where our team can be relocated and be processing this whole waste. Sort the whole waste and then process it.
All right, your time is up. Okay, all right. One tiny one. You're dealing primarily now with organic waste.
Yes, sir.
There are different types of waste.
Yes, sir.
So you only focus on the organic for now.
Yes, sir.
domestics? So that's where you want to create your niche, right?
Your niche.
Household waste.
Okay, good.
Plastic pollution is a pressing challenge in our different communities. It seems like the judges were impressed by the young innovators' idea.
You need a team. If what you're explaining, it's something you can prove. And if you can prove to the panel that you really have the ability to produce these kind of generators, then you need a team to commercialize you. It's not your area.
Join me after the break as we meet a young innovator who has the power to light up his ideas.
SALCAB is an open access neutral fiber network, which means it's more like a carrier network. We make the road available for data transportation.
We don't deal with the end users in terms of retail. We are wholesale carrier network. So we only support the ISPs, which are the internet service providers, and the mobile network operators.
SALCAB is an invaluable project. The internet facility, the extreme usage of internet facility, online use of educational materials. So SALCAB is there to create that platform for everything to happen.
As you know, the president has been talking about e-government, e-parliament, e-cabinet. These are things that we are very much concerned about, and we want to ensure that they are implemented.
On the new direction, SALCAB can help a lot because the president is very innovative. He's someone who likes technology. He travels around and studies different nations and seeing how they've developed through technology.
All of us know about the value of data. So SALCAB is extremely, very, very important because we are the center of creating all of these values.
So we are working on that.
Welcome back to SALCAB's Tech Startup Series. Before the break, we saw Emmanuel's great idea of making eco-friendly bricks from unwanted plastic. Now we're headed down to Grafton to see another brilliant innovator's idea to power up his rural community.
My name is Said Yusuf Koroma and this is EcoSol Sierra Leone Limited Workshop. People are fixing the fearless gensets. Some of the components you see there we were able to buy in the shop. Some of them we were able to get in the peak market. Some of them we were able to get in the dustbin. But we all come together and try to fix this fearless genset of power plant that you are seeing at the background there. Like for the 2.5 kVA, if we have every bit of tools and equipment all in place, we will be able to do that within 3 to 4 days. The cost of this 2.5 kVA now goes up to like 8 to 10 million. but it runs with no fuel and no oil. We are anticipating to sell this particular brand at like 12 or 13 million. So the first thing for Sana for get a brand, trademark brand for this product, then try for get a partner, then we'll be able to get genuine, authentic parts, then we'll be able to do this fearless generator for the community, hospital, agric, and other areas then where they need electricity so much, even the telecommunication places there and the hospitals there.
This innovator's idea will generate a storm. Let's see how he copes in front of the judges.
Now the background. Non-conventional energy sources to replace conventional source energy. 3. Decentralize the power generating system to other generating energy for generating power and distributing to small areas locally with respect to the driving motor and inverter, so as not to consume the power generated by the DC charge alternator, battery, inverters, so as to leave an output power which can be used externally for utility purpose. The AC driving motor will be connected to a battery through an inverter.
Thank you. We would like to, you have about 6 minutes, really. So since you're going a little bit more technical, we'd like to just drive you towards the business concept, because you presented this the last time.
Yes.
This is not the first.
Yes.
And our feedback to you was, how are you going to prove to us that your concept is workable? That's 1. 2, what is your business model? What is your revenue model? What is your price point? What is your cost of producing one gen set? What is your wattage? This is what we want to interact with today, and the feedback were quite clear to you, right? During the last session. So can you take us to that? Do you have a slide on that already?
No.
Okay. I think I'll open the floor.
How much will it cost to build this generator?
Like for a 3 kVA generator, it will cost 4,500,000.
To build.
Yeah.
How much will you sell for?
We will sell at 5,280,000.
How much is one 3 kVA sold in the market now?
In the market, they are selling it about 4 million to 5 million within those range.
Okay.
Because you have the diesel and the petrol.
So tell me, you're the engineer behind all of this idea.
Yes.
And who has the idea?
Yes.
Who has the idea?
Yeah.
And you're the engineer in all of it. But then why do you have to read on a piece of paper when you should be taking us through the whole idea and help us to understand all this technical stuff that you've been reading to us?
That one I can explain to you without holding the papers. But I want
The reason why I'm asking that, because from the previous feedback and what you presented the last time, this one is just an opportunity to simplify and give us more clarity on what you have developed so far. And I think Francis even had a concern about the type of fuel that you will be producing and all of that, how it will be used and who is the target market. So those are some of the things that we wanted to have, clarity on, and then we still have not seen that.
Yeah, the construction is going to be based on a DC charge alternator, a DC charge controller, a DC to AC inverter, an AC motor, and an AC output alternator, coupled with a belt, chain, or a gear wheel, or a shaft coupler.
Thank you.
What's the minimum volts you can produce? Minimum volts.
The minimum volt I can produce is 110. volts.
110 volts.
Yeah.
I was expecting that you would have come with at least 110 volts machine in front of us here
Oh,
today.
yeah, sorry for that.
Because it's the prototype that we want to see and not just a bare presentation. And help us understand, you know.
I mean, I can do that. I'm not an engineer.
Yeah.
I can read from your slides.
Yeah. We are presently working
We're
on.
working to get over 40 million rooms.
Yes.
Yeah.
We could have done 2 million rooms kind of thing because
Yeah,
it might be just a piece
you want
of
to see the
paper.
prototype.
Yeah, it's just a paper. You're looking to use this to maybe move to the next level.
So how can you convince us, as in, should you have $5,000 if you happen, as in if you happen to make it to the next stage, what would you do with that amount? The $5,000.
I will use them to buy my parts and my tools so that I will create more of those machines or those gen sets.
So, Mr. David touched on the thing. I can tell you where I'm coming from. I see a lot of nice technology, a lot of nice innovation. But as David says, at the end of the day, does it pay your bill? So, two questions. Who is your customer? Who do you have in mind for 3.5 kV at, was it 4 millions? 5 millions, 5 millions, using the battery technology.
Yeah, that's
who do you have in mind?
We are targeting the hospitals, the mining sector.
For 3.5 kV generator?
The 3.5 is just a starting point. We can go up to whatever kVA we want, depending on our charge control, our alternator, the inverter, the AC motor that we are using also. These are all factors that depend on the output that you get at the end of the day.
Okay, then the next question is going to be, and if you don't know the answer, don't try to answer, just say yes or no. Have you gone to any of these customers you have in mind? Have you talked to them?
Not yet.
Okay.
Okay, I mean, your time is up, but just as a feedback, you need a team. If what you're explaining, it's something you can prove, and if you can prove to the panel that you really have the ability to produce these kind of generators, then you need a team to commercialize you. It's not your area. You've categorically showed it here. I mean, technical, orally you're okay, but you need that team to complement you.
You've just seen two innovators bring up brilliant ideas to help our communities. What do you think about the innovations and the comments from the judges? You can follow this conversation on Facebook. I have been your host, Amanda, and you've been watching SALCAB Tech Startup Series.